it's Amber from trapezepapercrafts.blogspot.com, and I'm here with a video. It's going to be a quick little tutorial to show you what I have altered today. I went to Michael's. Well, first let me show you what I'm going to be making. I don't know if I can get it all on the camera. It is, let me see if I can, this planner. And what it is just, I covered it with design paper, and I got these planners. Well, let me first show you. I just closed it with a twine closure out here, and see how it's just a 2013 planner. And then I covered the back. And it, like I said, it just closes with the twine. And this is kind of a masculine, more vintage one that I altered. But what it is I went to Michael's and I went for their 25% off sale. And I found a bunch of these planners. And what they are is they're covered in this plastic cover. But if you open it and take this out, it's just this craft covered planner. So I thought, oh, that would be really, really fun to alter. So I bought several of these because, you know, I got them for 25% off, so I ended up getting them for 75 cents each. And I figured, you know, I could go ahead and alter these for my craft fair. So I was going to show you how I did that today. And then I have a little bonus project at the end because, you know, I ended up with a bunch of these plastic covers and I thought that was kind of a waste. So I ended up making some checkbook covers altered with these. So I'll do a quick tutorial and show you how I did this. Okay, so what I did is I cut a piece of design cardstock paper. This is actually, I'm using basic gray, I think, Paper Cottage, and this is the porch swing one. So anyways, I cut it at 7 5/8 across and 6 3/8 horizontally. I'm sorry, vertically. So it's 7 5/8 across by 6 3/8. And then what you do is you just go ahead and dry fit it to your planner. So you just take it and you line it up with the edge and the corners like this. And then just kind of crease it down where the fold's going to be. And you kind of do that just to get a good fit on it. Nice and creased. So I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive. And I'm just using my ATG gun and it works perfectly fine. It, you know, it sticks down. And then don't worry about distressing this until, I'll show you when we're going to distress it. We're going to distress it after we adhere it because we're going to sand it down so it's better, you know, it stays better and it's nice and adhered to the planner. And after I do the edges, I just go ahead and put a few strips down the middle of the paper. And like I said, this is plenty of adhesive. So here's my piece, and that's going to be upside down to you guys for just a second. Let's see. Make sure you know your planner's right set up with the orientation of your paper. So let's get that stuck together. Okay, so I'm just going to lay my planner down, and I'm going to line up the corners with my paper. It's not very good in here right now, so hopefully I do this right. So I just line up my corners and then go ahead and press it down and fold it over to the back. So I'm folding it. So I got it nice and tight. You can even take your bone folder and make sure it's nice and adhered down. Smooth that down. We're going to take, I use this nail file that I got in the dollar bin at Michael's, and I just take it and I open up my book and I sand it away from the paper. Or I'm sorry, away. So I'm not going to do it this way because it'll lift that paper back up. So I sand away from myself and I just sand it down nice and even. And then you choose the distressing ink that you want to use to distress your edges. because Fire Brick Distress Ink, and it's by Tim Holtz. So you just simply take your little sponge thing and distress your edges. And I just go like I did with the sander. I just go away from my paper and just do the very edges, and it makes it look so much more finished and kind of worn and vintage. So see how I'm doing that? And just very simple. Then you do your other flap. It just looks so pretty. So then, there you go. Your edges are all distressed. Okay, so here's the planner so far. Here it is. You just, there, it's all distressed. You just open it up, and there's the pages, and there's the back. So now it kind of flops open like this. So I did a closure on this, and it's a very simple closure. All you need are your scraps from the paper that you cut. So I think I'm going to use the other side for this. All you do is you take your 1-inch circle punch, you punch out a circle, or actually you punch out 2 circles. So I just use my scraps here, and so you've got 2 of these, and now you're going to quickly distress those. So here we go, I'm just distressing these circles. Okay, and then you're going to get your Crop-A-Dile, and you're going to punch some holes through the circle, through the planner covers. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your circle punch and kind of just eyeball the center of the edge and put it about 1 inch in, or maybe a half an inch. And then just eyeball the center. So it looks like that. And then you take your Crop-A-Dile, and on the 3/16 side, you're just going to punch a hole. There you go. So just you can take that off. And then go and do the other side. Just kind of eyeball, you know, cross. Okay, so you take your eyelets, and I'm just using, like I said, the 3/16 eyelets. These are the only ones I have. They don't really match that well, but they kind of look like antique-y, kind of. So anyways, you take your circle punch, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I don't think I cut that very straight. But you just line it up with your hole in the front. You pop your eyelet through, and then you popped your eyelet through the circle, through the front cover, and you just take your Crop-A-Dile and set the eyelet. So that one's done. Then you just do the same to the other side. Thing you have to do now. So here it is. Here's the front and the back. And all you have to do now is cut your twine. So I have some black twine here that I got at the Paper Source. And I'm just going to cut a little piece off. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take it and twist it, just lift up your little circle here a little bit and just shove it under there and twist it around. And then you're going to turn it around and take one of the strings and do the same thing here. Lift up your little circle here, you know, so there's some room to work. You're going to stick in the twine underneath the circle. And this one around a couple times because this is going to stay here. So like I said, that's the back. Here's the front, and then that way you know that you're going to trim off a little bit of this, so you only have a little bit of excess hanging off the front there. So now here's the front. So all you do now is you just untwist it here, and here it is. Here's your planner. So there's a simple and easy project. Another one I made. So here's 2 of them. This one's more masculine. That one's more feminine, obviously. And I'm going to sell these at my craft fair. So, but anyways, the bonus project.